Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nick. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome back. Today we are getting into the next installment of Nick's Favorites. What is Nick's Favorites? If you are not familiar with what that is once a month I do a rewatch of one of my all-time favorite movies. Last month we started this series off with my all-time favorite movie, which was Halloween. So if you have not watched that reaction, watch that reaction. Speaking of Halloween, look at the fit, y'all. Look at my new shirt. Isn't this lit? It's so sexy. So anyways, back to what we're talking about. This month, we are getting into one of my all-time favorites, a 90s horror slasher classic, I Know What You Did Last Summer. So I Know What You Did Last Summer was directed by Jim Gillespie. It came out in 1997. So this was at like the height of the 90s slasher craze. You had Scream, which came out the year before that. 1997 was also the same year that Scream 2 came out. And then the very next year, the sequel, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, came out. So it was a time to be alive, is what I'm trying to say. So on Patreon, I put up a poll that allowed people to pick what the next Nick's favorite was going to be, and this is what was picked. So I'm ready to go. I got all the supplies that I need to get into one of my favorite movies. I got my pillow with my husband. I have a candle for ambiance, and I have my drink. And I have my chapstick because my lips are dry as All right, now let's do the housekeeping. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button so that you can get notifications for when I upload a new video. Feel free to check me out on social media. I have Instagram and I have Twitter. And feel free to check me out on Patreon so that you can participate in polls that help me pick what I watch next. Access to full-length movie audio commentaries, which I'll be doing once a month. And if you're a person that really wants to be in control, there's also a tier on Patreon so that you can pick one movie that I watch each month. Now that we got all of that out of the way, let's get into 1997's I Know What You Did Last Summer. Y'all don't know how excited I am to watch this movie. I live for this movie, bitch. I love I Know What You Did Last Summer. I love it so much. Can we just talk about the opening to this movie? Summer Breeze by Type O Negative. It's the shit. That sound, whatever that is, I want it. I want it. It's like an ASMR type thing for me. Like that sound just does it for me. That's how much I like this movie. She's coming. She's coming. Will you f***ing look at her? Look at her. The hair, the body. She's Sarah Michelle Gellar. Sarah Michelle Gellar, you guys, is everything to me. She is my number one. Always will be. From Buffy to Food Stirs, I'm slaying vampires and I'm baking cupcakes with her till the end of time. Because it is Sarah Michelle motherfucking Gellar.
You know very well you eat this late. You're gonna get heartburn.
What will be your contribution to your community and the world at large?
Well, Bob.
I'll pursue a career as a serious actress. Through art, I shall serve my country.
I love it. She's talking out of her ass.
Miss Helen Shiver!
Well deserved. Well deserved.
That's my girlfriend!
See, I wouldn't even know her, and I would be up on the balcony screaming for her, and everyone would be like, who the f*** is this? My baby's got the strangest ways of saying, woo, 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 woo.
How's my hair?
Hurricane proof.
It's also a wig, honey. But I'll give him props because that is a good wig. Because in reality, she had her Buffy Season 2 hair right now.
Oh, a twit with a wit. Evening.
Elsa's a bitch, but she's fabulous. Bridget Wilson is fabulous. That's the original. That's the OG Sonya Blade right there.
Oh, give me a break.
Okay.
We've been friends since forever. Now you can't just leave without a farewell, right?
Right.
He loves her so much. And Barry is such a dick to him. I mean, Barry's a dick to everyone, to be honest.
Yo, Chumbig, take a hike.
Look, he was ready to f him up. I feel so bad for him in this movie, Johnny Galecki, and he just has this huge boner crush for Julie. I don't understand why. I mean, I understand like why from a beauty perspective, not from a character perspective, because in the first movie, Julie James is really fucking boring. Julie, however, does become a good character in I Still Know What I Did Last Summer.
Scratching sound.
It's not a scratching sound. It's a drip.
Drip. Drip. Drip.
No, he wasn't decapitated.
He was gutted with a hook.
She's so excited about it.
Hey, none of it really happened. It's a bullshit ghost story to begin with.
I also love that they're at Dawson's Beach, you know, because it was written by Kevin Williamson, who made Dawson's Creek.
Where I'll let you impregnate me with the first of 3 children before you head off to rehab.
Her idea of a future is questionable. I mean, she doesn't really have much of a future.
I really hate this. You're gonna go off and you're gonna fall for some head-shaven, black-wearing, tattoo-covered, body-piercing philosophy student.
I don't know what makes you think that him, of all people, would be interested in somebody like that. The character of Ray, if you want to get like a good understanding of what Ray's character is, take paint, put some paint on the wall, and then you watch the paint dry for a couple of hours. And then when the paint has dried at the end, you'll understand what his character is. He's a fucking idiot. There's gotta be a button to close the window, the sunroof. That's what I would have done. With his ass still up there, I would have solved the problem right then and there and just closed it. Sliced him right in half. You gotta give it to the killer because he survives some shit. I mean, he flew over that car.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, we hit a boot!
Where's the foot?
I think he's dead.
What in the Scream 3 is this? Like, he checked his pulse. Think about what? Think about what? He was crossing the road in the middle of the night, okay? It was an accident. You weren't drinking or speeding.
There's liquor all over the car.
But you're
You'll
sober.
never believe I was driving.
I am obsessed.
It's manslaughter. We're gonna fry no matter who takes the fall.
Even if they were to think that Barry was the one that was driving the car, which, despite the fact that he was not actually driving the car, at the end of the day, he is responsible. I don't believe that, you know, they would all get in trouble if they went to the police. Only Barry would get in trouble.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
Julie, what you got, car trouble?
It's Barry. He's had way too much to drink, and we're trying to keep the upchuck out of the new car.
Was Barry actually vomiting, or was he faking it? If he did vomit, did he just vomit all over Ben Willis? I mean, because if I wasn't pissed off that you just f***ing ran me over with a car, I'd be pissed off that you just puked on me as well.
Whoa! My bad.
Mother!
Put him down.
Easy. That's it.
He's wearing the exact same outfit that David Egan was wearing in the beginning of the movie. Now, obviously, as an audience member, you would think that that's who they hit, but, like, why was he wearing the same outfit?
My crown! He's got my crown!
You know, it literally took me almost 20 years to figure out why the f*** he dives in to go after the crown, because if he's holding the crown and then they find his body, that's how they're going to be able to trace it back to them. Look how scary that is. If I remember correctly, all of these scenes like that we just saw when they're down in the ocean, that was all filmed in a pool.
Once you nod your head, you fucking say it!
Yeah, okay.
We take this to our grave! Let me hear it!
No. He would have got a fucking tire iron upside his head, let me tell you.
It'll be okay.
And then you got fucking Ray's punk ass, who literally just stood there and watched another person, like, strangle his girlfriend.
It's time to go. Come on, move your tired, ugly ass, girl.
I love her roommate.
You're going home for the summer, and you're gonna get a tan on that pasty pale tail of yours.
I wish we got like Julie's Roommates, like a third spin-off movie where it was that roommate and then it was Brandy from the second one.
Are you on drugs? I just wanted to surprise you. I want an honest reaction.
No, Mom, no drugs.
How did she survive an entire year acting like this? And nobody was like, we need an intervention, because this ain't right. I'd love to know more about her dad, though. Curious how he died. I would like to know how many times I have written "I know what you did last summer" on a piece of paper and like stuck it on somebody's desk, put it in somebody's mailbox, sent it to them in the mail. About living with inspiration. This movie also has a baller soundtrack. Not just this baller soundtrack though, it has a baller score too. John Debney did the score, and the score for this movie is one of my, like, in my top 5 most played movie scores of all time.
Well, well. Look what the cat drug in.
Elsa.
She's such a bitch.
Somebody knows, Helen.
How?
I don't know.
Julie, we were so careful, weren't we?
Girl, how were you careful? You ran somebody over in the middle of the road, literally had somebody drive by and look at you. Y'all weren't careful. Y'all are terrible murderers.
We need help.
Yeah, I'll say. You know what? You guys should check out a mirror once in a while. You two look like shit run over twice.
You're a prick.
Well, Sarah looks fucking flawless. What are you talking about?
Do you have a question?
I have a lot of questions. Number 1, how dare you?
His name was David Egan. I think the police called it an accidental drowning. You can call it an accident all you want, but he died because of us, that's certain.
See, I kind of like the whole thing that the entire movie, you're convinced that the person that they hit was David Egan, the guy that you saw in the beginning of the film. But I don't feel like at the end when, you know, they kind of have the big old switcheroo where you learn that it was not David, it doesn't feel contrived or anything. I feel like they sort of plant the seeds all throughout the movie that it was potentially not who they think it was.
You two wait here.
What are you gonna do?
I know what I'm doing.
Look at her! Look at the fit!
Well, go figure. I was just thinking to myself, whatever happened to that Barry Cox?
Barry Cox sounds like the name of a flavored condom.
Don't you test me, motherfucker!
I'll call the cops on your college quarterback ass!
A threat.
So, you're a fisherman.
Yeah, prophecy fulfilled, right? Become my father.
Ugh, do you know how much he must smell? Like his clothes, his skin. It just smells like fish.
I don't blame you, but I don't want to know you either.
Well, good. He let your ass get choked. You ain't gotta explain shit to nobody. I love this scene. This scene is so scary to me.
Not this.
The hook is gone. No. Poor Max. Did the blood get into the fish boil with the rest of the fish? Somebody ate that. The very first celebrity male that when I was younger that I was like, this one. I will never forget. Waking up from a dream with him. And I was like, okay. All right, I know what we're dealing with now. Gay.
Max, you're fucking dead.
That ain't Max. But to be fair, even if that was Max, you fucking deserve it, because you were rude to Max. He just yeeted him through an entire building. Obviously, he doesn't kill him here, but was that his intention to kill him in that moment? Because, like, there's no realistic way that he would have known that driving him through that little, like, shack thing was not going to kill him. This shot, though, it's amazing. And I am so frustrated that the fisherman, Ben Willis, did not, like, become one of the iconic horror movie villains. Like, the outfit design for Ben Willis is sickening.
Since you bring it up, we all know you have a slicker.
You are not gonna throw this on me.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
I like how they're like discussing the fact that they murdered somebody with the door to the hospital room open.
Barry, look at us. The secret's killing us.
I'm not going to the police, and you're not either.
I'm not going to the police and you're not either. What the f are you gonna do? You're bandaged up in a hospital bed. If I want to walk out of the door and around the corner and walk up to the security guards that are standing there right there and be like, by the way, we murdered somebody last year, I will fucking do it.
And that's on a period.
There is no you and me.
And then he turned and looked at her. Then he married her. I love them though. I love that they're still together.
Turn right. Where? Back there.
She's so helpful. Turn right, where? About 3 miles back.
What if they recognize us? They could have a gun, shoot us dead.
It's been a year, Helen. They could have done that already.
Jodie Foster tried this and a skin-ripping serial killer answered the door.
Imagine if she watched Hannibal. She would definitely not be walking up to this house.
Can I help you?
The good sis, Anne Heche.
Our car stalled down the road, and we were just wondering if maybe we could use your phone.
And hey, like her character, Missy Egan in this movie, goes back and forth between like the first scene, like this scene that we see her in, you feel really bad for her. But then when you see her again later on, she's just like Texas Chainsaw sis.
Hello? Can you hear us?
Iconic trailer moment.
My dad died a long time ago. My mama, she's in a home because she didn't take too well to what happened with David. Things just haven't been the same since he died.
You know, one thing I really like about this movie is like this whole being able to meet Missy Egan and explore this backstory of how David's death affected those around him. Like his sister is sort of like a shut-in now. His mom got put into a home because she went into like a depressive state after David's death. And it's something that I'm always interested to watch in horror movies. I think it's more believable. I like to see how people's deaths actually affect those around them.
Helen, we killed a man and then ruined the lives of everyone he knew.
You're giving us way too much credit.
Hey!
You forgot your cigarettes.
I'm fairly certain I shit myself in the theater when that happened. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, I don't really think that Julie is that boring of a character up until the end. Because I feel like her and Helen are just displaying different ways that grief and trauma affects you. Like, Helen is clearly in hella denial. But Julie is just like, she acknowledges it, and she's just filled with guilt.
Maybe he blamed himself. Maybe he was sitting in the road waiting for us to hit him.
Yeah, if that'll help you sleep at night.
What happened between us? We used to be best friends.
Girl, y'all murdered somebody. That's what happened between you.
I miss you.
You probably miss a good, clean conscience, too.
Back into the box.
Hey, Dad.
1-0 here in the third. Garrett taking his time.
That was always, like, an interesting thing to me. The fact, like, he's so fucking rude to her. She has, like, kind of a shitty home life. We don't see a mom. The dad ignores her. The sister's a bitch. The audacity of this man. No fear. He has no fear. Also, I don't think that we addressed the fact that she opened a can of Diet Coke, filled up her glass about a quarter of the way, drank a little bit, and then just set it down and left it there on the counter.
The outgoing queen has to ride in the parade prior to the pageant.
You and your hair. Just so pathetic.
She's such a bitch. What if she would have opened the closet? Like, he hid in the closet, but, like, what was his game plan? Every single time I go into the bathroom, I always open the shower curtain and just peek inside just to make sure. But I never really know, like, if I were to open the shower curtain and there was somebody just standing in there, what would I do? Oh! I love it. I love it. She's pissed. Oof, God. Oh. Was that a dummy? Like, I want to know if that was a dummy. Like, was that a cast of his head? Or was he just fully, like, allowing crabs to be crawling in his mouth? Because...
I mean, that's nasty. Don't even. He was there, goddammit, and he was wearing your jacket, Barry.
So, he had to have been, like, sitting on a tarp. That would be the only thing that makes sense, is, like, if there was a tarp in there, Ben put the body in there, covered him in crabs, he must have just, like, as soon as she dipped out, pulled up behind the car, pulled the tarp, and just carried everything out of the car.
What are you waiting for, huh?
I love it so much.
Look, he's after me too. I got a letter. I got run over. Helen gets her hair chopped off. Julie gets a body in a trunk, and you get a letter?
Why does he just get a letter? Is it because, like, even Ben Willis was like, he's so f***ing boring of a character that it was like an afterthought for him?
Missy said there was a friend named Billy Blue who probably went to school with David Egan.
The outfits. This hat that Sarah's got on. Even Julie. Julie's looking pretty good in this this scene too. Cause like the last scene when they went to Missy's house and then they f***ing made Julie look like she was about to try and give you a copy of the Watchtower. Ugh.
You've got that parade today. Forget it.
No, you need to be there in case he shows up.
I don't want him to show up.
Look, Helen, this could be our chance.
Like, Julie just sent Helen to her death. You sent Sarah Michelle Gellar to her death. You can't recover from that. Queen. She's amazing. What a curse it must be to be her, to just walk through life being so f***ing ethereal. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Ugh. Listen, the second that you f***ing roll up at somebody's house and they have dead animals hanging from their trees, let that be a warning sign. Reverse.
Please.
Girl.
Now, don't be afraid to come knocking on my door. I don't get many people coming back these days.
And then she comes out like, what are you doing here?
You in danger, girl.
Oh, God. You know she's shitting that clam that she's sitting in. She's shit out of Pearl right there. Oh.
Where did you see him? He was crossing the road. We hit him. It was an accident.
Get out of here. Get out of my house.
She's not inside your house.
Stay calm. I'll be up on the balcony.
He had a hook buried. I saw it. It was a big, huge hook.
This is cool. Like the weird, like 3D, like how you're seeing through the background of the stage to see them. That's really cool.
Let's meet last year's winner, Miss Helen Shivers.
Make her this year's winner. And next. Fabulous. Oh, she's, I love her so much.
Not this.
Oh, shit. Why are they holding her back? Like, for what? For what? She's clearly calling out for something. Like, ugh. That always annoys the out of me. Like, why are they holding her back?
Get off of me!
Right. You are Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You should have turned around and clocked the out of that guy.
Why don't you let me take you home, okay?
Excuse me. We'll be needing this.
Buy a new one, bitch. She's about to die for this. Let her have the crown.
Did this fisherman guy use the same hook that cut all your hair off?
No, we used scissors, asshole.
Prick.
The way I heard it, it wasn't a fisherman. It was an escaped mental patient. He had a hook for a hand.
We are approaching the greatest of all time. The greatest of all time. I don't care what anybody says. The greatest chase scene of all time. Of all time.
Right, easy, Geraldo.
You little shit-stick, Mayberry-ass reject.
There's
been a murder. And you're gonna fry in hell if you ignore it. I love this movie so much.
Oh, Jesus. Listen, I'm just gonna be a minute, all right? Let's see if this fella needs help.
No. Let me tell you, I remember being 7, 8 years old, sitting in the theater watching this, and I was like, Ma, that's him.
That's him!
What's the trouble?
That's him! Behind you!
Nope. Yep, behind you. He's about to be all up in your guts. Girl. I'm into this. I'm into this. Oh, this feels like the first time. My drink's kicking in. God bless Slayer's strength. Oh, this shot. Oh. It's so good. It's so good.
Open the door, please! Elsa, Jesus Christ, hurry! Please!
Elsa, hurry up! Vamonos, bitch, come on! I have seen this movie so many times, and I still am on the edge of my seat every single time because that's how good this fucking sequence is. Well, karma. She keeps receipts.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
He's just carrying her by her guts. Oh God. I'm legitimately scared and I know what's gonna happen. Oh no, not this. Not this. Off.
I chipped myself!
Iconic scream right now, right now, right now. It's so good. It's so good. I'm so happy. But I'm scared. Oh. See, this was the point in the theater that I was like, oh my God, like she's still alive. She fell out of the window and she's still alive. Like, Mom, she's gonna live. She is going to live and she is going to continue slaying vampires. Like, and that's where you f***ed up. Oh no.
You think this Willis guy killed David, then we killed him?
Yeah, but what if he didn't die, Ray? What if he's still alive?
He's still alive, and he's pissed off.
Billy Blue, you went to Missy's. You're the friend. You're the fisherman.
I can explain.
Why didn't you just say that? It wasn't like you were like hiding anything like bad. Oh no. Also, I love that he has photos that he literally would have taken earlier that day from different angles. Because there's photos of Helen sitting in the clam on the complete opposite side of the road than she saw him on when he was standing up on the balcony. So he was just literally just like running around, just constantly taking pictures of them.
In Willis.
Good. So you've been doing your homework too.
Shit. After they hit his ass, they should have put it in reverse and been like... Really? You best believe if I'm in a life or death situation, even if it's a flare gun, the grip, ain't nothing coming out of these hands. Why does it seem like when she is running through the underside of this boat, that it's 5 times the size of the boat? What? See, that's your f***ing fault. What was the purpose of calling his name? Ugh. Open the door, Julie. You ain't got no place to hide.
Open the door, Julie. You got no place to hide.
Like, where the f*** is she? What? Obviously, this is a set. But if this was a boat, what would this even be? Why is there water all over the ground? Is the boat sinking? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Ah, my baby. Well, he's fine. F*** him. Throw Ray in there, too.
And let me give you some advice. When you leave a man for dead,
make sure he's really dead. I'm really impressed by, like, the amount of physical damage that this man can take before getting tossed into the ocean and still survives.
You have any idea why this man would want you dead?
None.
Yeah, see, that's the moment that you're like, I don't know. I don't know who that man is.
I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing.
But you know what? I've got to take a shower. I'm running really late.
Ray, don't you start with me. Look, you Mr. can ravage me in 2 weeks.
I don't want to think about that. Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt, fabulous. The characters, no. I don't want to think about y'all having sex. That'd be like watching two sloths have sex. No, thank you. No. Nope. Nope. Absolutely not. I'm not trying to die with my beehole hanging out. This is how you know you're 90s slasher kid. If you did not write "I still know" into every sort of surface that you can find, I would sit in the back seat of the car on the window and be like, I still know. Every time. So that was 1997's I Know What You Did Last Summer. I hope you guys had a wonderful time just like I did. I absolutely love this movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. I can just rewatch it over and over and over again, which basically I do. I cannot wait to get into the next favorite. So let me know what you guys thought about this wonderful movie down in the comments, and I will see you next time.